Did you know that the biggest block to your true, authentic voice is not often a technical flaw, but most often a fear of feeling? Everything is connected in the voice. Having coached hundreds of singers, I have seen how deeply emotional blocks can silence even the most talented voices. But what if I told you that embracing your feelings and your emotions is actually the most powerful way to get to your authentic sound? My name is Jorgelina, I'm a vocal coach, and in this video I'm going to share some tips for you to learn how to alchemize those blocked emotions into true vocal freedom. We don't often talk about this, but actually our actions are driven by our feelings or our emotions. We do things that are going to give us positive emotions, and we try to stay away from things that potentially can give us negative emotions. We do this naturally as a survival mechanism. We don't even think about it, we don't even realize it. But when it gets in the way of accomplishing what we really want with our voice, then that is a problem. Now let's talk about how this affects singing. Well, in many ways. And today we're going to just talk about a few of them. What are emotions? Well, emotions are vibrations in our body. An emotion kind of stimulates an organ, basically. And it's a way of communicating, your mind with your body. How do we manage emotions? It's what is going to shape our singing. When we feel an emotion, we have basically three ways to deal with them. The two main ways that we usually deal with them, especially if it is a negative emotion, we react to them. For example, let's say that I am angry, and so I start shouting and I start shutting the door and that kind of things. So that is reacting to an emotion. It might feel like it's feeling the emotion, but not really. I'm reacting against it. The second way that we usually deal with negative emotions is by just blocking them, right? So we freeze. And that is very common in society today, not particularly a good thing. Maybe controversial, hopefully not, but just know that emotions that you don't express and that you don't feel and that don't go through your body, they get stuck there, usually in form of tensions. And so we don't want that. When we block the emotions, we don't want to feel them, we think about other things, we distract ourselves, or we overthink. Those are the ways that you can do that. Now, the third way of dealing with a negative emotion is to just feel it. To feel it doesn't mean to react to them. So let's say that I am feeling sad. Usually, what do we do when we feel sad? Well, I look for something nice to eat, usually. But another way to dealing with them is to just sit and just allow the vibration to come to you and to just feel it. Just breathe through it. Usually when we feel a negative emotion, we don't want to breathe. We sort of lock the breathing, and locking the breathing is a way to not feel. So you have those three ways. And so when we have a negative emotion, we usually do one of the first two, either reacting to them or freezing. Now, in the case of singing, for example, let's say that you are practicing your singing and you should be recording yourself to compare before and after and to observe things that you can't observe if you are not filming yourself. A lot of people avoid this altogether, even when I ask my students to send me a video or an audio or something, and they avoid doing this because they hate hearing themselves. And so they don't do it, they avoid an action because they don't want to feel shame about it. The reason why they are not doing the action that we need is because of a fear of feeling something. Or when you want to be more expressive singing a song. Many people, many students tell me that they want to be more expressive when they sing, but they are not willing to connect with the song that they are singing. Many times I ask them, what is the song about? I don't know, I have no idea. Why are we so scared of feeling something? If you want to be expressive when you sing, but you don't want to connect with any feeling, you are not going to be expressive. If you are connected with your overthinking, that is why you're going to be expressing. The voice doesn't lie. You can't lie with your voice. It reflects what you are feeling, what you are thinking. And so when there is a disconnect between what you say and what you're actually feeling, you can be in tune, you can belt, but it's not gonna connect with people. I'm going to give you a few tips, very powerful tips on how to feel. I know, it seems like, oh, I know how to feel. Well, Trust me, we are not as skilled as that as we think. We're gonna do just a few exercises, but if you want to go really deep into this, go to the description below, book a call with me, and know that this is one of the things that you can work on me one-on-one through my vocal coaching program, which is designed to take you from zero to singer in 10 weeks, saving you lots of months. So the first thing we're going to do is, let's say that you have a song that you want to sing and you want to sing with more expression, you can't quite connect yet, so you're going to sing the song. It has to be a song that you have memorized the lyrics. You can't be reading your lyrics. Memorize your song, even if it is, verse and chorus, that's fine. Lyrics away. So you're going to sing your song and you're going to be very, very present. You are going to be super present. You are not going to multitask. You're not going to go do the dishes while you sing. You're not going to go for a snack, any of that. Close your eyes, sing your songs, and just do a body scan. Just do the body scan. You can do this sitting, lying down, however you want. Just observe. How are you feeling in your body? What parts of your body start tingling? Or when you listen to a recording of yourself, what emotions come up? How can you describe the feelings? Even if you can't name it, where does the vibration feel like? Maybe it is a tingling sensation. Maybe it is either you are locking some parts of your body. Maybe it's a knot in the throat. Whatever it is, just observe. Just observe. Let it be. Exercise number 2 is you get your recording of yourself or the song that you want to sing. You listen to it. You sing the song with active listening, and you just journal. So you're going to grab a notebook and you just write down whatever comes to your mind. What thoughts come to your mind? And what feelings do those thoughts bring to your songs? Do you feel sad? Do you feel agitated? Do you feel stressed? Do you feel uncomfortable? And again, if you can't name it, how does it feel in the body? That's the second step. The third step is, now that you have processed, you have observed your emotions, lie down comfortably, play the song again, sing it if you want, or play the recording of yourself, and just feel. So you have your emotions, you know how they feel, you can describe them. Now what you're going to do is you are just going to let them go through you, and you're going to try to keep the breath uninterrupted. So you're going to breathe in and out without holding the breath anywhere. And you're going to try to do a slow breath. When you do a bit of a slow breath, you are going to feel the emotions a bit more powerfully, probably. Allow yourself to just feel. Don't escape. You don't need to escape. It's just a vibration in the body. Nothing bad's going to happen. We are just being aware of something that it's there, whether we want it or not. Because just because you react to them or you block them doesn't mean that they go away. The only way they go away is when you feel them. This is the magic of singing. It can be very healing. Emotions are not there to be stuck. Emotions are there to be in motion. Precisely. Yes, so it's not healthy that they get blocked. So that's the third step. The fourth step is, now that you have identified the emotions, you have felt the emotions, can you name it? Can you name the main emotion that you felt? And of course, there are probably many emotions in a song, a lot of different grays, a lot of different shadows of one emotion maybe. But can you name just one? Sadness, anger, anxiety, which is actually fear, joy, just whatever it is. Can you name it? Can you make it aware? Finally, the fifth step, now that you discover your emotion and you felt your emotion and you name your emotion, we're going to sing your song again. And this time we're going to do it from that emotion. So you have your song, hopefully you memorize your lyrics, and when you sing it, instead of overthinking about pitch and loudness and the belt and all of that kind of things, you're just going to do it from one main emotion. And you're going to see if you can be connected to that emotion, if you can be connected to your breath. You breathe in, then you sing, that is your exhale, you breathe in again, you sing again, and the song flows. Are you able to keep connected to the song for a verse and chorus? And if you go away, are you able to come back? Record yourself. Observe, how does it feel to sing with a real emotion? It's going to be different than singing from overthinking. It's going to be very different. And you might feel very powerful things in your body. You might feel things moving, and that is good. If you are singing and you find yourself tensing up or maybe feeling some pain in your throat, you are probably still blocking the emotion. So this is an exercise that is not easy at all. You have to be brave. But if you want to sing with emotion, this is a little bit of the work. You can't really fake it. And of course, like, just a warning, it's not necessary that you suffer when you sing. That's not the idea. In fact, the idea is that you always feel safe, that you always sing from a primary emotion of safety. But you also have to allow a secondary emotion. In this exercise can be quite deep, and that is not the idea that you go sing songs like that. This is just for you to connect with your emotions and your voice. Of course, when you sing on stage, you don't want to be suffering. That's never the idea with singing. Never. The idea with singing is always joy. But this exercise might connect yourself with your body a little bit more, and it will connect you with not only the emotions that you are singing about, but also with your own emotions of fear. So now that you have done this exercise, you can probably recognize, when you sing, if you go sing and you are ashamed of your voice, or you are scared of being judged, and you're going to probably be trying to block that emotion because you don't want to feel like that, or you're going to be reacting to it. So now you have tools to identify that, because the first step to change it is to identify it. Of course, when we sing, we don't want to be scared, we don't want to feel shame. No, absolutely not. That's never the idea. But the solution is not to disconnect from yourself. The solution is to work on those emotions. So we have a different experience, and emotions come from thoughts, so we have to work a little bit with our thoughts. But the first thing, one way or another, the first thing is to be able to feel what you are already feeling, and then we can make changes. Now, just know that this is just an exercise. If you have been chronically for all your life blocking emotions and bottling up, you are not magically going to be expressive after doing this exercise once. It's going to take a lot of time. And for most of us, we are just not in a society in which, feeling emotions, it's too much part of the deal. Although, of course, nowadays there are a lot of healing modalities that deal with it. It's gonna be messy, but this is the first step in being able to release emotions through your voice. Allow yourself to open the tap of emotions in a safe manner without reacting. Just sense as much as it is safe. Of course, this exercise, you will decide when to stop it. Just sense as much as you feel safe sensing. All right, this was a little bit of a different video today, but it's very relevant and it's necessary for all of us that want to be expressive with the voice and not just use the voice as a mechanic instrument, because it's not. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe, like this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.